Hey, it's me again. This is Little T with Tasha. But I got a phone call after I posted the video of somebody in distress about internet dating. And I just want to give you pretty much what the scenario is when you're dating. So you talking, you vibing, you clicking, they giving you a lot of attention. That's why I said educate yourself on some of these toxic behaviors. And first thing we're going to go with is love bombing. So when you meet a man, sometimes if he sees, men they're hunters, like I said, but the backside of the hunting is they're predators. And they can use it for good, bad, evil, however they want to, but they are predators. They want to hunt you, they want to get you, whatever it is that they want out of this. So when you talking and you connecting, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll give you all this attention and all this affection and consistent and calling every day and texting and just, man, everything that you could ever want. You hang out, you spend time together, it's good. You vibing. And then they get their fix, and then you go home all vulnerable and open and feel like you done found the one, and they ghost you. But not ghost you, kind of low key. Not they busy, they unavailable, they got this, they got that, but they had all that stuff, same stuff going on when they was talking to you a week ago or however long ago, but now all of a sudden they busy. And I'm gonna just say this: ain't no man that wants you ever too busy. Not ever. When people say if he wanted to he would, baby, it's true. If he wanted to he would. These men will be sitting up busy, can't talk to you, can't text you back, will be on Facebook, be out, be posting, be living their best life because they got their fix. And unfortunately, a lot of men in this category, 40s, 50s, early 60s, they find somebody, they know she a good woman, they get their fix, and they going about their business. They gonna pick up when they get ready to, and they gonna go on do something else. And what you gotta know is that they training you, they teaching you, they showing you what it is. When you meet somebody and he tell you that he don't want no relationship, believe him. He does not. He is sure about it. He is clear about it, and what he's doing is laying the groundwork to let you know whenever his behavior don't match up with his actions, and his words don't match his actions, all he gonna go back, well, I told you I didn't want nothing. And he right. He told you he didn't want nothing. He mean that when he say that. He does not. He wants a good time, a nice fling, or whatever it is, some attention. He want to stand up and be man for a few days. He want to fix your car or whatever to make you feel whatever. And once he gets you all in your feelings, got you all, he like that. That make him feel good, because now you look at him with those eyes like, ooh, he everything. Knowing good and well he don't want nothing. And so he fall off because he's trying to show you and train you, because what he wants you to do is be addicted to his love, attention, and affection, and he gonna give it to you when he wants to. A real man that wants you gonna give it to you. A real man not gonna pull back. A real man not gonna stutter step. His words gonna match his actions. He gonna be accountable. He gonna say what it is. If he's having a hard day, he gonna say, hey babe, I'm having a hard day, I need a moment, whatever it is. And the thing about it is, if he can't secure you and solidify you now, there is no future. Think about it. If he can't solidify and secure you in the early dating, getting to know one another phases, there's no hope for a future. You're going to be on this roller coaster for however long you decide to ride. If it be 1 year, 2 years, 15 years, 7 years, 8 years, he will do this for as long as he wants to. And just know, you are not the one for him. He is waiting for something better. As amazing as you are, he is waiting for something better, because he feel like he still want to play the field. Look, when I say set your rules and your boundaries early, set them early. Don't do nothing for a man until he invests in you first. Don't cook for him. Don't clean for him. Don't help him with his business. Give him some words. That's it. Don't do nothing. If he's not doing anything for you or investing in you, don't do nothing. Don't go out your way. Don't do nothing, because he's trying to see where your heart is, how you gonna give. He's trying to see what he can get from you. And another thing is, if he can get it from you easy, somebody else can too. So you're not as valuable, when you're initiating. Let him lead. Let him show you what it is. He'll show you. He'll show you if he wants something. He'll show you if he don't. And when he don't, I'm sorry, sweetie. I have been through this. When he show you he don't want nothing, believe him. Please don't let him take you on this roller coaster. My girl said that she'll get a day, 10 minutes of happiness, and then 100 days of uncertainty and of feelings, upset. And these men will do this when you in a broken place, when you in a vulnerable place, you done lost a loved one, you know, you dealing with issues in your family, you dealing with your elderly parents. They do not care. They do not care. They will do it. Don't let a man treat you that way. When you are worthy, but you are only worth what you put on the table. And I mean, when I say that, your walk away game got to be so strong that as soon as you see some foolishness, walk away. It's fine, because there's more where it came from. I swear to you it is. They will do this when I say years. When I was dating, I had a guy that was my first guy that I dated, and we just talked and was friends. But once he started showing me, I was like, hey, I'm good. I know I don't want this. And it's certainly not from you. And literally, he just like stopped texting me because I told him I was married. Like, he literally would text like every 6-8 months. And literally, as soon as I got into a relationship, that's when I would hear from him. Like, men, they have like a radar when it comes to you and where you at. As soon as you find somebody, oh, they finna start coming around because they want to see what's what. Don't fall for it. They will do this forever. And this is one of the ones that would be online, offline, online. A serial dater. Don't want nothing. Literally. And I was like, I'm good. I'm not gonna do this. And that's where your worth comes from. And don't get all upset. Don't go tell him he ain't nothing. Hey, it is what it is. Just walk away. And don't give him access to you. As women, we have to learn to reciprocate the energy that we are given. We make babies, we make homes. Whatever you give us, we're going to make something with. You give us a bag of beans, we're going to make some dinner. You give us some sperm, we're going to make a baby. You give us a house, we're going to make a home. So only reciprocate what he gives you. If he doesn't give you anything, then you can't do anything. If he doesn't give you any consistency, what can you give him? That's the minimum. The minimum is consistency. And they can do it. And if they can do it in the beginning, they can do it in the end. They just don't feel like it. And they're trying to teach you that I'm going to be in and out. And they're trying to see what you're going to tolerate. Don't tolerate it. Just don't. And a lot of times as women, I know me and my one girl, we used to do this, like, clear your slate. We need a new deck of cards. We need a new roster. Clear that old roster, because ain't nothing good coming out of that. They've all had their chance. They don't want nothing. Clear it. Start fresh. And start fresh with the mindset of I'm going to be my sweet person self, but I'm not taking no mess. And what I mean just zero. Just don't. You do not have to. Weed them out. Like I told my husband, I said, look, this is date number 18. Let me know if there will be number 19. Because I will go on 100 dates if that's what it takes to meet the right one. I have my standard first date outfit, black shirt, black pants, either heels or boots. Either way, hair done, nails done, I'm coming with it every single time. But what you're not going to do is play with me. And I told him, I said, hey, I don't need another boyfriend. So you either know what you want or you don't. Don't let these men play games with you. Please don't, because they will, and they will do it forever. And these older men, they think they got 2 and 2 put together, because now they kind of solid. They got homes and cars, and they feeling good about themselves. And we got the same thing, but as women, that's not what we require. That's not what, as a woman, you don't need to be the provider. So it doesn't matter if you got your own home, car. It's nice, but it doesn't matter. Because they'll go and marry a woman with 1/10 of what you have. So don't lead with that, because that's not what women is bringing to the table. You should be bringing a wife to the table. Not your home, your car, your whatever. Those are your accolades. Good for you. Do you, girl. But that's not what women bring to the table. Women bring wife. And men should bring husband. And so if that's what you're looking for, if you have decided that you want to be a wife again, don't play no games. Don't let these men play with you. Don't let them love bomb you. So that's what that is. They give you all this attention, give you all this affection, they love about you, and then they pull away because they want to see how you're going to respond, what you're going to do. This is how you respond to that. You know, you spend the weekend together, you have a good time, and then come Monday, they don't, they somewhere switching their movements with you, switching how they, good morning, how you doing? Oh, okay. So reciprocate that energy. So if they don't call you, don't call them. Don't. And if that's the end of it right there, let that be the end. One thing I said is hey, look, I don't chase men. I don't. So if you don't call me, I'm not going to call you. And I'm not going to call you to find out what happened. I'm not going to call you to see how you doing. Because if you was calling me and checking on me and doing all this stuff, and now all of a sudden you MIA, continue on, sir. Continue on. I will be just fine. Because if he's doing it now, he's going to continue to do it. There is not enough busy in the world. That is not. My husband was in school, getting a second master's, single father, working, everything. And I heard from him every single day. And the one day when we was dating, and he came on strong and said what he wanted, and he didn't call, I said, hey, for everything you say you want out of me, I'm going to need to hear from you every day. And I'm not going to pick up the phone to do it. And he said, I'm sorry, won't happen again. And it didn't happen again. Set your expectation and set your standard, because weed them out. If they're not the one, keep it moving. But definitely don't deal with no man. The easiest thing to do is to communicate. That's free. They pick up their phone 1,000 times a day, checking Instagram, Facebook, and they checking their dating sites too. And they doing all this while they are intentionally ignoring you. Girl, please. That is so disrespectful. Do not tolerate it. And you ain't gotta, get all in their face and da-da-da-da-da. Hey, it is what it is. I will move right on along. And by the time they trying to figure out where you are, you've been and met somebody and moved on with your life. Because that's exactly what happened. Men was playing in my face, and I was like, yeah, you're not going to play in my face. I shut it down, and I kept it moving. And by the time me and my husband got real serious, that's when it really started coming around, literally a few days later. Somebody was popping up every day, because men, that's what they do. If they playing games, they gonna pop in and out. Because I remember my husband told me, he was like, well, I'm trying to get you and lock you down. I said, well, I ain't really dating nobody. He said, no, men pop up. I said, you're right, they do. And literally every day that week, somebody popped up different, just popped up. I said, wow. I'm talking about from way back in the day, from people I had never been on a date with, literally just still have my number, because I don't really block people like that. I'm gonna show you with my actions. I don't have to block you unless you clown a little bit. But men know what they doing. Please, and I tell you, please believe me, if they wanted to, they would, baby. They would. Men know how to get you in your feelings. They know what they doing. They're just using their powers for evil and not good. I mean, it's just what it is. And if they own that, reciprocate that energy. If you call them 3 times, and you shouldn't, but if you made that mistake of doing that, ignore them 3 times. Reciprocate whatever energy they give you, reciprocate it back. Blow for blow, baby. I ain't no petty person, but I have learned you better let them know what it is, and you better, whatever they doing, hey, if you dating, then we dating. If you doing this, then we doing it together. Because how else we gonna grow? And if they're not leading you to something and leading into a relationship, they don't want nothing. They just wanted a good time to get you in your feelings so they can have another one on their roster. So they can have another one. Yeah, when I want XYZ, I'll call her. And I'll, good morning, beautiful, and how you doing? And I'll give her some attention, and I'll get my fix, and I'll go back to my life. Because they not ready or don't want to be a husband, or at least they don't want to be your husband. And think about it. It's only a few men that's really going to be suited for us. And when we're praying, if we're praying for one, it's only really one or maybe 2, but it's one God got for us. If he's not giving off those husband vibes that you want, let it go. Just let it go. It just could not be time. God could be moving somebody from a whole different state. He could be making all kind of moves on your behalf and your prayers, and you somewhere fooling with knucklehead, entertaining you. And what he's doing is he's causing you so much anxiety. You could be having a good day, and he gets you in your feelings, and then he disappears, and now you preoccupied with where he is. Who cares? Second thing, do not become social media friends with people you are dating until you are fully into something solid. Do not, because all you're going to do is stalk his social media page, trying to figure out what he's doing, trying to figure out, where is he at, and it's going to aggravate you because what he's not doing is calling you, and he was. Don't let them be your social media friends, because once they see you doing something, now they on your line. No, you either want me or you don't. It's really that simple. Be careful, but like I say, it's fun dating, but you have to set your standard, and we have to be able to cut men off when things don't line up. If you catch him in a lie, baby, he's a liar. I'm sorry. Or I don't know. We don't want to say you're a liar, but you don't tell the truth. And if a man cannot be held accountable for his words, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just not. That is the beginning of manhood. That is the beginning of having a future with somebody. They're going to always be accountable. If you give them your feelings and they just be like, whatever, they not emotionally intelligent enough to deal with them, they're not going to do it. They're just not. And they're just going to give you enough to satiate you for a minute and to keep you in place, because men date differently. They do believe that they can do better. I mean, really, they really do. They feel like that good woman after good woman, because think about how many good women there are. Think about how many good girlfriends you have that are good women to their heart, and how many men play with them, because there are a lot of good-hearted women. And so men think that, shoot, I got 1, 2, 3, I can continue on. And they'll create a little roster and they'll deal with her, and her. I tell you one thing, if a man is not on your line, 9 times out of 10, he on somebody else's line. It just is what it is. He's entertaining somebody else. If he don't call you, he don't want you. And it's okay. Keep it moving and treat them the same way. Don't chase them. Don't try to figure out what happened. Girl, Mickey Mouse bit a fucking, who knows? Who cares? You will drive yourself crazy trying to figure, and it's nothing that you did wrong. You just not the one for him. And he's communicate that. Men communicate through their actions, not their words. Please, they communicate through their actions, not their words. If they want to see you, they will. If they want to talk to you, they'll call. If you are on their mind, they're going to let you know. But like I say, if they playing and don't want nothing, they're going to let you know that too. And you will be in heartbreak after heartbreak, calling your girlfriends, girl, what do you think is happening? Girl, it's clear what is happening. He doesn't want you, or he doesn't want that with you. Go find you a hobby. Go do something else, but don't waste your time, your energy entertaining somebody that just doesn't want anything. The best thing you can do is move on with your life and keep it moving. You will feel whole, healthy, blessed. You will be happy. Don't let nobody disrupt your peace, period. If they late and can't be on time and can't do what they say, my grandfather, Garvey, he said, look, for his girls, if you could not be on time, if you was 1 minute late, and this was in Mississippi years ago where they had to walk. If you was 1 minute late, he made you turn around and go back home. He said, nobody's coming to see my girls late. He said, whatever held you up, go back to it. And so my uncles literally would come and sit in the neighborhood for an hour before, because they knew if they was 1 minute late, he couldn't see those girls. He was not playing about his girls. And don't play about yourself. If he can't keep his word, hey, I had a guy, he messaged me and he wanted to talk or wanted to meet up or do something, and I'm sacrificing. I do my hair and I get myself together, and then he at the last minute cancel a flake or something, and I said, okay, fine. And so the next day he was all heavy on the line. Hey, let's go out. I said, I'm sorry. I don't deal with men that don't keep their word. I'm sorry. It's just not something I do. And he was stunned. I said, no, it's not something I do. I just don't. If you don't keep your word, I just don't deal with you, because it's more where that came from. Be blessed, be safe, hold firm in your boundaries, girl. You got this and you can do better. And please, just don't deal with no mess. Don't disrupt your peace. Weed them out quickly. Like I say, 100 first dates. It's all right. 89 might be the one, but keep going. Because men will show you quickly. Men tell you who they are. They show you who they are. Like Maya said, Angelo, believe them when they tell you. Love you. Hope you enjoy this tea with Tasha. Talk to you soon.